Look at this bottle. You think you know what it is. It's American, it's red, it tastes like fries and childhood. But everything you just thought is wrong. For the first 2,000 years of its existence, ketchup contained 0 tomatoes, it wasn't red, and it wasn't sweet. It looked like this, and it was made of fermented fish guts. Today, we're finding out how an ancient Chinese seafood funk became America's favorite sugary sauce. To find the origin story, we have to go back centuries to Southeast Asia and southern China. Sailors were out on long voyages, eating boring rice, and they needed flavor that wouldn't spoil. They invented something called Kê-tsiap, depending on the dialect. It wasn't a dipping sauce, it was a funky, salty, pungent brine made of fermented anchovies or fish entrails. It was basically ancient umami juice. Think modern-day fish sauce, but probably even funkier. If you put this on a hot dog in 1600 AD, you'd be arrested. Eventually, British sailors tried this stuff and were like, "Blimey, that's savory." They brought the concept back to England in the 1700s. But England didn't have the right hot sun to ferment fish, so they improvised, and this is where ketchup went through its goth phase. For over 100 years, British ketchup was made of mushrooms, pickled walnuts, and sometimes stale beer. It was dark, thin, and tasted like salty dirt. If you want to taste 18th century ketchup today, try Worcestershire sauce. That's the closest living relative to that era. Still no tomatoes. Enter America. We had tomatoes. But here's the crazy part. Up until the mid-1800s, many people were terrified of eating them. They're part of the nightshade family. People thought if you ate them raw, your blood would turn to acid. Seriously. When people finally started making tomato ketchup, it was dangerous. It spoiled constantly. Shady companies used stuff like coal tar and boric acid to keep it looking red so it wouldn't kill you. Then, in 1876, this guy showed up, Henry Heinz. He changed the game. He used ripe tomatoes, which have natural preservatives, and a ton of vinegar. And crucially, he added this, sugar. He didn't just make it sweet. The sugar and vinegar made it shelf-stable and safe. He essentially pickled the tomatoes into candy. Heinz standardized the taste of the world. He took a funky, complex Asian fish sauce and turned it into a sweet, reliable American staple. So the next time you squeeze that bright red paste onto a burger, remember, you aren't just eating crushed tomatoes. You're eating a 300-year-old game of international telephone that started with fish guts. If you liked this savory history, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.